Good morning, Kaylene. How are you?
Good morning, Muriel. Well, thank you.
Yes, good. So, look, Kaylene. First, I'm really proud to have you in the elite. I'm really happy, and I cannot wait that this lockdown is off, so we can do some
Crazy.
retreat again and share some events and heaps of things. Because yes. So, Kaylene, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Could you present yourself and tell us who you are?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So I, for the last 10 years, have been running a business called Tourism Gems. So I'm a business coach and I've had an exciting career. So for 30 years prior to that, I was in the corporate world and predominantly I've been in the tourism industry. So what we've just been going through here is absolutely devastating for my individual clients as well as the industry as a whole. So as you say, we're all looking forward to working out what we're going to do as soon as borders start opening up, or even our communities. So interstate travel will be very important. So for the last 10 years, I work with individual businesses. Most of them have been in the tourism industry, but they can be everything from a restaurant to a 400-room hotel to a little bed and breakfast somewhere, coach operators to adventure companies, resorts on islands. I've really been blessed that my business has literally taken me around the world. I worked in Papua New Guinea, in the jungles of Papua New Guinea for almost 12 months. Yes, so I've been very fortunate. I've been to Korea, I've been to China, Malaysia. It's been fantastic career to date. So 10 years ago, I went out on my own, and very soon, as in this week, I will be launching my new business, which is called BTL Gems. So it stands for Business, Tourism and Life. So knowing where I've come from, I just wanted to expand. It's not just about tourism as an industry, because business is business. And what I deliver and have been doing for 10 years is relevant whether a business is brand new or whether a business has been around for 25 years and turns over $30 million. I actually do the same process and it works, and I love what I do.
Yes, and you certainly do it well. And yes, so that brings me to my next question. Actually, you've had a long, successful corporate career, and why did you decide to become a business coach? Actually.
Well, 10 years ago, I was in the corporate world and a situation happened within government, and a government made a decision that affected my industry and affected my operators. And to me, it just didn't make sense. And I thought I needed to go out and really be in control of my own life, be in control of my own career. And if I make a bad decision, then it's up to me. But I don't want someone else making a decision for me and me regretting it. So initially, I actually came out because I had a big background in marketing. I was doing global marketing campaigns, activations. I used to make television commercials. I used to, do an awful lot from an advertising point of view. So I came out thinking I would help all my clients from a marketing perspective. Let's get in there and I'll show it. It took a very short period of time, literally about 3 or so months, for me to realize that that particular model was not going to work, because the vast majority of businesses I worked for weren't actually ready for that level of success. And why I say that is the business foundations that they had just weren't solid. I can create a brand, I can create an advertising campaign that can stimulate interest in someone's product. But if the customer comes and their business can't deliver that product as we've made the promises, well, the reputation and all that work has just all undone. So I decided to totally change and go back to a business model that looked at basic business foundations. And as I said before, it works whether you're a startup, you're in business for a couple of years, or you're in business for 20 years. Going through this process makes you really strong. And if you have a great product and a great business, marketing happens anyway. People hear about you because your reputation just soars. People will speak about you. So that's the reason why I do what I do.
That is awesome. So, what are some of the reasons why clients engage with you?
There's lots of reasons, various different stages. So I don't do an awful lot of startups. Most businesses might have been in business for a couple of years, so new businesses. but it's often the business journey. So sometimes a business has been operating for a while and they just want to go to that next level. They might want to go into a new market. They might be looking at introducing new products. They might have been a very successful business and the couple has decided that this is just enough. I think it's time for us to think about, selling or leaving. So they'll bring me in to make sure the business is as tight and as successful as possible to maximize the price on their business. So it could be upscaling, it could be downscaling, could be just training their staff. It's about business owners wanting to have the best business that they can have. And that's what I help them with.
Yes, and I know you do an awesome job. So what are some of the key activities that you do with your clients?
So what I try to do is I need to get to know them. So often when I first have a client and we have a chat about what are their expectations, what it is that they want to achieve, I will have actually done a little bit of homework. I would have gone on and had a look at their website. I would have had a look at their creative, what their package or product or service is, how it's priced. I might have done a little bit of competitor analysis to find out who else is out there. So I'll do a bit of the desktop review. I'll have their social media and what customers are saying about them. That's always a really good. I might even go and experience their product without telling them. So we'll find out about that. And once I've done the behind the scenes, I love getting in and not just working with the business owner, but working with the business owner and their staff. So we'll often get everybody into a room and we'll do a really good strategic analysis. So we'll look at their strengths, we'll look at their weaknesses, or what I'd like to refer to as opportunities for improvement. We'll have a look at the threats in the business. If something happens like a GFC, like a coronavirus, how are they going to be able to cope? So I take them through a very strategic process.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, exactly right. You need to be ready for anything in business. It's very important. Be adaptable and find solutions. That's awesome. And what is a client project you are working on at the moment?
I'm very excited. So apart from working with individual businesses, I've worked over the last 10 years with government agencies and industry associations. So I love looking at business capability and capacity building, and governments love that too, because that's all about getting a business stronger so they can employ more people. So I'm currently working with the Queensland government and I've just received a grant under the Department of Education, Small Business and Training, and it's called Advancing Women in Business. So I'm taking this specifically from a tourism industry sector because we need it at the moment. So I'm literally about to launch in the next couple of weeks a 8-part series a webinar, and we're actually going to transfer that webinar into a podcast series. And it's about connectivity. So it's about connecting, engaging and supporting women in tourism throughout Queensland. So with these webinars, I will have a range of operators from Cairns down to Gold Coast, Outback, Whitsundays, wherever. And we just want to check in. I want to go, how are you feeling at the moment? Because as a business owner, we often look at the business, but I am very, very aware that we as the business owner, the individual, have to be the best that we can be to run the best business. So I want to do a check-in on the business owner, learnings that they've had through this process, how they're gearing up to open up and be ready. And so we can share individually. So I'm going to facilitate a whole, that 8-part series. And then I'll also be conducting 24 mentoring sessions, one-on-one with selected and individual businesses around the state to help them to be ready for when we actually open up. So I've got a lot of work coming up. That's very excited, very excited.
That's absolutely awesome. And to help the economy like that, it's that's exactly what Australia is going to need, and all those business owners. Well, look, that is fantastic. Can't do better than that, that's for sure. And I also know that you've got a lot of international prizes and recognitions. I mean, you really do an awesome work, and you help so many businesses all the time, and you are yes, absolutely internationally recognized. So I strongly
that's probably one of the key points of difference that I to other business coaches is I have utilized the award process. So there's Australian Tourism Awards, the Telstra Business Awards, etc. It's a really fantastic way for a business to sit down and really analyze their business, right across from customer service, their marketing, their risk management, their business planning. To be able to enter these awards, you have to delve deep. You have to look at your statistics, look at your data, and really analyze your business and product and service. So last year, I took 8 of my clients through the Queensland Tourism Award process. We came out with a bronze, 2 silver, and 6 gold. Not bad. Out of 8, we got 6 gold. Very exciting. Those 6 gold clients were then eligible to go into the Australian Tourism Awards, and we came out of those 6, we came out with 2 silvers and 3 gold. So just from my clients, and it's not just about winning. These businesses now have acclaimed, nationally acclaimed. And yes, myself, I put myself up last year. It's a scary thing to do, but I put myself up last year in the International Stevie Women's Awards. There were 1,200 entrants, and I thought, what am I, this little business coach from Brisbane, Australia, trying to do on the international stage? But I knew the process of going through the awards meant you really had to critique your business. And I went, well, if that's the best that I get out of it, that's fantastic. And I was delighted. So at the end of last year in New York, it was announced and I won bronze. So I was very pleased with that, very exciting.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's really proved that you can take your mentoring all around the world. And
absolutely.
I mean, you are ready to go global. And I think that is the main, result out of that as well. You can help people from all around the world, which is great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
We appreciate, you being here. And thank you so much. And yes, just the last question. Where can people find you and contact you?
So as I said, the new business the name, so you'll be able to find BTL Gems, Business Tourism Life, BTL Gems on the website and my contact details. So within the next week, that will be live.
Right. Or otherwise here on Facebook, they can also.
Oh, absolutely. So if you can, you can certainly touch me on Kaylene Allen. So if you can go into my private and then we'll transfer across through the business. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Kaylene.
Okay. All the best. Bye.
Bye.
See you.